Good morning. I kind of liked how this video turned out yesterday. I didn't actually see it, so I don't know. But, yep. So, I guess I'm doing another one of these. Well, it's 8:30. I think it's like 8:36. So I did in fact sleep for around, I'd say like probably 10 hours off and on. There was like one or two times when I woke up throughout the night, but man, yeah, I had a good night. I had several dreams. I gotta write them down, but I might have slept a little too long. I feel a little groggy, but I think when I take a shower, I'll be in a better state. Shower plus food always makes me better. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have like eye goop that's like blinding me. Well, if you guys wanted a real video, these are real. Like, I just woke up, so it's about as real as you can fucking get. Today is Child Day, or my inner child. I'm going to be doing inner child stuff. I don't know what that's going to look like. What is that? Is that like whatever? So yeah. I don't think I'm going to talk too long in this video, because I think I'm going to be talking a lot later in the day as I kind of do stuff. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to actually what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to have to look stuff up, but yeah, I think I'll just do some fun stuff. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll talk to you when I get food, which I'm probably gonna get that food from the one place again. That was really good. So, okay, bye.
Hey guys. I just finished taking a shower and it's 9:34. I was thinking about, but by the way, shower went great. I had all my normal stuff I use. The only thing is I brought a um little scrubby loofah thing, but I don't know. I kind of don't want to use it because then, or at least not today, because then I'm kind of worried that maybe it's going to be taken or thrown away or whatever. So I don't know. Kind of inconsequential at this point. Uh, don't I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. But the one thing I did notice is that my oh yeah, I forgot to get face wash, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you kidding me? So sorry, I'm just moving myself up a little bit more. There we go. So it looks like I'm looking at the camera a little bit better. But anyway, so the reason I'm bringing up like I'm doing another video before I eat. I was really thinking about my dreams that I was having, plus like I don't know if I explicitly mentioned this or not uh, in any of these like vlogs. I might have mentioned it in like a side video, maybe. Uh, and it's possible I mentioned it in a vlog in the past, and I'm just bringing it up. But last night before I went to bed, I really felt this connected um, soul. I don't know how to describe it, but basically, I felt this connection to this, for lack of a better term, I don't know if it's like a divine counterpart or I hesitate to use the word twin flame because as I've read more into it, I don't know exactly. I don't want to call everything a twin flame or whatever, right? So I'm just gonna say for now, I feel like it's more than a soulmate, and I don't really know what that is, or like what the more than a soulmate really actually means. But I don't know. I feel this other presence there, like inside, and I don't know. I just no clue if maybe I'm gonna meet this person on the trip or if it's gonna be later in like June or July. I don't really know. Um, I'm kind of leaving obviously all the details up to just divine timing of like when it will happen. It'll happen, but yeah, there's just this like this warmth that is just kind of constantly there in the background that is separate from me but is still like so there's like me and my warmth that I feel for myself, and then there's this other connection that has warmth attached to it as well, and the like that like glowing warmth that I'm talking about I kind of associate with like love, care, acceptance, um, all of that stuff that I've been talking about. And so I don't know. It's just really nice to feel. And I talk about how today I'm going to be doing the like inner child stuff to just like I don't know, just I'm going to figure out what to do. Um but before that happens, I'm going to really hone in on this feeling and kind of just let it sink in, I'll just say at this point. So okay, the reason I'm bringing this up, I don't know where I was going with what I was talking about, but at this point, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel so strongly and so sure that I will meet this person within, like I said, divine timing. But I definitely feel like it's happening sooner than I would imagine, honestly. Um, and also, it's going to be impossible to miss this person. Like, it's going to be so obvious that like we'll both know at the same time, and that'll be it, right? Um, but I don't know. I I just wanted to kind of document my like thoughts on it because I think if I was to bring this up later after things happen, that people would say, "Oh, yeah, you didn't actually think that." And I'll just say currently, the current me has no clue who this person is. Whatever will show up. Um I just can feel it internally, the connection. And because I can feel it internally, I know that they exist. And I think they were maybe. So last night, I remember kind of thinking that they were struggling internally with something. So I guess that would be the 18th of March. And again, I'm documenting because I don't know if they actually were struggling with something, but internally I felt it. There was something, there was like a really important moment for them that, I just wanted to like send my care. Okay, I'll just say it's weird that I already loved this person before I even met them, and it's like uh there's like the unconditional love I feel for everyone, but then there's the like deeper kind of soul love that I'm feeling for this person. And I know it's bizarre to hear from, like, it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you love this person before you've even met them? Like, how do you even know that this person exists? I just know. I don't know how I know. I just know. And yeah, it's going to be like, to me, it's going to be so obvious, whoever this is. And I think it's going to be obvious to her as well. But I don't know. I just felt so. I felt like I sat there and I literally just like I tried really hard to like send through this connection, send my like love and support that I'm feeling to this person. And obviously, I hope that it showed up. You know, um, who knows if it did? I kind of feel like it did, but yeah, I guess I'll just leave it there because letting doubt kind of creep in because I was starting to have these thoughts of like, yeah, am I actually like, am I just like crazy at this point? And I'm like, no, I shouldn't let these thoughts creep in because they all they really do is they try to doubt the experience I've had. In that moment, I know what I felt. And you know, people will go through this all the time where if it's something that it's hard to accept or hard to understand, where it's beyond the basic normal set of understanding, um, we will often think we're crazy or say that never actually happened and kind of suppress the thing because it's like ununderstandable in that moment what was going on. You hear this all the time when it comes to like weird instances of like, you know, think what you will about ghosts or spirits or whatever. But, there are people who have had unexplainable phenomena that have happened, right? And I won't say what it is because it's probably something that like we can't fully like explain, and that's fine. Someone's really really not happy. I've noticed that intersection seems to have a lot of people that just get very upset because I don't know, either bad drivers or drivers that try to take advantage and end up pissing a lot of people off. I don't know. But anyway, my point is, when you go through something where you physically feel and experience something that is unexplainable in a traditional sense, if you let the doubt and self kind of talk that maybe I'm making it up in my head, then you're kind of letting society and letting the world around you dictate your own internal perception. And sometimes people need that because they go through something that maybe traumatizes them or whatever. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to let that settle for me this time. I know what I felt, and that's it. That's all there is. Um, so yeah, just wanted to bring this up. Um, I'm gonna go get food soon. TM. They open 11:30, so that's in about 2 hours. I think between now and then, I'm gonna go back to Target to get face wash. I don't know if they'll have the face wash that I normally get. Um, so I'm just gonna have to see what they have. If they don't have anything, that's fine. I'll just get a bottle of water. A bottle of water. I don't know why I felt inclined to do that. I think there was like some meme or something that I had listened to, or maybe it was Trash Taste, uh, the little podcast that they do, where I think they made like some joke on the a bottle of water, and it just stuck in my head. But anyway, yeah. All right. Also, depending on what I do, if I can film, I might like film a little bit of like whatever I'm doing today. We'll see. Um, I'm not necessarily super comfortable doing that yet. So maybe this will be the new outside of my comfort zone thing where I do the cringe thing of recording myself doing a thing, you know? Uh, but anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello. It is 11:45. I just got food, and this time I got them. I didn't realize they had these last time, but slightly less, like, slightly worse. I mean, slightly better than if there's plastic everywhere. It's just the plastic on top for this one. But yeah, you can see I got lots of veggies. I put quinoa on top of the green beans this time. Here, I guess I can open it and show you a little bit. Pretty excited. I might have gotten a little too much, a little too ambitious this time, because last time I felt a little hungry after. But yeah, it's a lot of good veggies that I'm excited to have. And then my hot plate. And so I'm going to have to remember next time to, when I get this, to not overfill it like this, because then instead I can use one of these, which I don't know how this is recycled, but because it has something on the bottom. But anyway, I got, beans, mashed potatoes, some of those fries, and then two of those little, I don't know what they are. These guys. I don't know what these guys are. They're like a potato of some kind. Anyway, looking forward to eating this. This is just going to be a quick one, because I think I've talked about most of the stuff I wanted to talk about today so far. So yeah, just wanted to show off the food, and then I will... I still don't know what I'm going to do in terms of my plan today. I've been getting... So I watched a few readings, and I've been getting, like, slow down and just do something that truly you think is going to be fun. And I think that's kind of referring to the idea of, like, I'm like, oh, I gotta do something. I gotta hurry up and figure out something. So slowing down and really finding something that I actually want to do, and not just because whatever. So yeah, I don't know what's going to pop up yet. I was thinking maybe, well, I don't know. The thing I was thinking of, I'm kind of like about, so maybe not. Oh well, anyway, bye. See you in a couple seconds. Hey guys, it is 6:16, and I just got back from... I went to... I ended up going to Central Park, and I walked around for a while, and then afterwards I found this bench, and I just sat down at the bench. I was looking out at the, like, Um, the birds that were there was tons of birds. And I just kept thinking of like, slow down. Just relax and slow down. Because I don't know, like, I felt in my head like, I don't know, I feel a little impatient for things to kind of unfold. But I think that's why I'm like, slow down and be patient are things that I need to like pay attention to. Um, I really like that I can get to um, Central Park pretty easily, honestly. Afterwards, I walked around for, I don't know, like 40 minutes or something. Uh, after I'd already walked for like 15, 20 minutes in the park. But I've done a lot of walking. Uh, but I think I have food, so I'll show the food in a second. But well, since I mentioned it, I got a vegetarian burrito from a place that's like right near the hotel. But I mean, it looks good. I'm gonna leave it in the package. I'm not gonna take it out. Um, I kind of seem to have forgotten to ask for no sour cream, which is tragic. But it looks like maybe it's only on the outside. Uh, I'm hoping. So it's not going to be the worst thing in the world if there's sour cream on there, but I'd rather not. Anyway, so that's going to be my dinner. I also ate. So the reason I walked for like 40 minutes was I walked through like, for lack of a better term, it was just a bunch of like homes and school zones, and like it was all like block and block and block, like blocks of just like kids getting out of school, and their parents like walking with them, and noticing that like all of the schools have like these giant like fucking steel, like bomb shelter-esque like front doors that where the kids are getting let out like one at a time. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Didn't like, I guess that makes sense, just to keep everyone safe, but man, that's crazy. And then obviously, like, to go along with that, all of their play spaces and everything are all fenced off with like fucking huge fences, which is great. Like, I'm glad that they're keeping the kids safe. But yeah, like, so I walked through, probably a 10 blocks worth of this like school and neighborhood stuff. And then I hit another major street that had a bunch of stores on it, and that's where the pizza place was that I was walking to. Um, I was just like, okay, I'll give it another shot at picking a random pizza place in the area and getting one slice of cheese this time. Probably should have gotten cheese the first time too. I just like, I don't know. I like mushrooms, so, but yeah. So I don't know if that's going to be a trend for the rest of the time. Like, the pizza was fine. It was decidedly like, the like thin crust, little cheese, a little bit of sauce, like, decidedly just okay. Nothing to write home about, in my opinion. And they were like 5-star reviewed by like 50 people or something, or 60 people. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess, like, how good can a pizza become? Is really what I'm kind of wondering. Just to be clear, nothing wrong with the pizza, but it was there was a lot of like oil that I had to kind of let drip off. And I was like, man, I don't know. I think I'm probably not going to have any more pizza the rest of the time I'm here because the first two pizzas that I've had have been like very mediocre. Um so yeah. Plus, in the end, it really is just like I'm basically getting cheese and dough. So, cheese has its own value, but obviously, I don't know. I used to be so addicted to cheese, but I don't know. It just doesn't do. It just doesn't hit the same way it used to. I think maybe that's also part of it. Maybe it's like okay, the first pizza I had was probably the worst of the two. The second one was fine. It just had too much oil. Um, which yeah, I don't know what to like. I literally could have taken a napkin and like dabbed the whole pizza, and the oil would have been like it was a pool by the time I was done like draining it. So yeah, I don't know, but anyway, um, so getting back to what I was talking about before, what have I learned? Oh God, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Really had to sneeze. I I can tell like the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of trying to rush in a weird way. Like I'm not actually rushing anything, but like I could feel my mind going, "Okay, Central Park, was that actually the place that I should be like there for? Oh, great. Okay, I'm here. Uh I'm looking at the birds. Okay, am I done looking at the birds now?" And I'm like, "What is happening?" Like the point of going there, I think, was to just slow down and relax. And my mind is like, "No, we can't relax. We got to just go and do stuff." And then I thought about the whole like, okay, well, why am I actually here? Well, there's the event. Um Wait, is the event? Now, hold on a minute. I think it was the 21st. I'm pretty sure it was a Saturday. Let me look. I'm just pulling up my phone real quick. um, feel kind of bad that the um the organizer, I probably bothered a little too much, especially because she's organizing the event, so she probably has a lot going on. Okay. Looking for it. What was I saying? Um, while I'm looking for this, oh wait, here we go. Uh, what the? Oh, here we go. Why does it not have? Oh, the 21st. Okay, yeah, it is the 21st. Okay, so I checked. It is the 21st, which is Sunday or Saturday rather. Jesus. So this is part of the thing. It's like there's this like I don't know. I feel like I've already learned a lot being here. So I feel like even if nothing else happened, like claiming my independence and being like I can in fact go on a trip, book a random hotel, um, walk around and like see things, explore, you know, doing the subway. That was a big thing that like I feel really good about. I feel really comfortable on the subway now. Like there was a multiple times where it was like today to get back. I went on like one, two, three, four, like five subways to get back and kept transferring. I felt fine. Like honestly. Um so I feel like that's pretty big for me. And I like have a general idea of like, okay, going uptown this way, going downtown that way, like what generally am I trying to go to? So, I think really it's this idea of just embodying myself. And I keep doing this thing where it's like I'm like looking. I'm like, "Oh, is the person going to show up like randomly?" And one of the things that I know is going to happen is the person will show up to me and like the person will interact with me. I will not be going to the person. So the fact that I'm running around trying to like, it's like I'm like fishing or something. It's really dumb. And doing this, maybe this is another thing where it's like, it's a letting go thing of like things will happen when they'll happen. I need to not try and like force because nothing can be forced here. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen, right? If it happens on the trip, great. If it doesn't happen on the trip, like okay, that's fine. Um, so it's almost like I talked myself out of the possibility that maybe everything will happen on the event that I'm going to, which seems so crazy because that's the whole reason I went here in the first place. Um, and it's like I'm looking everywhere except for the one place that like would be most likely, if I was to like meet someone that had kind of similar values and vibes to me. So I don't know. Like I think that's part of why I keep getting this like slowdown relax. Because, yeah, I do need to slow down and relax. Being able to. I understand. So, part of the thing, I just had a realization. I kind of understand why I came here so early. Because I needed to get used to everything here and let go of all the jitters, of all the like, ooh, I'm in a new place and I don't know what's going on and how do I get to where I'm going to go? Having all this time has let me explore my own on my own time. I understand how to get to places. And it's relatively easy and straightforward. It takes time, but that's okay. And I think now it's just important to let go of the outcome of where and when and how and all of this stuff because all it's doing is stressing me out in some weird way where it's like I'm not actually stressed, but it's kind of like there's this like false sense of like urgency that really shouldn't be there. And so I just gotta let it go. Like, yeah, I'm excited. But part of the reason all of this is showing up in the first place is because I'm just being myself. And when I'm excited and running around, yeah, maybe that's a little bit of me. But just letting go and relaxing. And, doing things fun. Like, I think going to the Central Park was fun. I think, like, exploring a random, like, assortment of neighborhoods was pretty fun, too. All to go to this pizza place that wasn't even that good. And then, like, coming back and, like, having one of the subways where the train like had a door problem and then everyone got pushed out of the train and then everyone was told to go upstairs to hit a different train. And then of course, as soon as everyone leaves, I didn't get a chance to get on the train because it was overpacked. As soon as the doors closed for that train and it left, the train down below that was having problems suddenly is like, oh, actually, we're okay now. You can all get on. And I was like, what the heck? It was just really funny. And someone even said, oh, they're going to do the thing where everyone goes upstairs and then the train goes with a normal amount of people. Because it was a crazy amount of people that were like trying to figure out what to do. So, yeah. But I don't know. It was like decidedly fine. And me looking is the problem. That's really what it is. Me trying to like make random opportunities or whatever. Like, I think that is the problem. And so I'm letting go. I'm letting go. I just got blinded by the sun. Just completely letting go. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Because everything will work out the way it's supposed to. That's the core that I've been doing all of this by. And that's the core that I need to keep doing everything by. Because I know that it will work out. So I need to stop trying to fish for things. I mean, again, I think I needed this. I needed to go through what I did in order to like see that that's what I was doing. So, yeah. Um, which again, it's like it's probably why I'm here so early. Um, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So maybe I'll go back to Central Park and do like a big lap or a couple laps because I really wanted to walk more of it, but it was kind of cold and I was just like, and that's part of why I was like, oh, maybe I'll get some pizza. At first I was like, let me get some food because I'm like hungry and I want to like get warmer. But then afterwards it was like, oh, actually, I'm just going to get this pizza and it's 20 minutes away or 30 minutes away or whatever. And then, yeah. So I got to walk. My feet aren't as tired as they were yesterday, but I think that's because I wasn't standing in the train as long. Don't get me wrong, they are tired, but yeah. Um, Anything else I want to say? Um, yeah, patience, letting go of the outcome. I will say, at the park, the birds love to like stand near me. They were like, there was a few geese that literally just walked right up next to me and just looked at me and then kind of waddled past. And there was a bunch of birds that sat right behind like where I was sitting on the bench. And I noticed them where they would one by one, they just kept flying behind the bench. So there was like at some point there was like 5 or 6 birds, all like a foot away from me, and then a couple like hopped up and stood near my feet a couple times, so that was cute. Um, there was so many birds, it was actually crazy. Um, so that was nice. Maybe I'll do that again tomorrow. Practice patience because just sitting there, it was very calming. So maybe I need to do that for longer. Also, it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow because it was fucking cold. Like, you know, I think right now it's like 42 Fahrenheit. But I think when I was out there, it was like in the 30s. So that's pretty cold. Oddly enough, though, when I was sitting on the bench, even though there was no wind buffer around me, I felt like this buffer of like energy. It was like a warmth that literally just like head to toe was like keeping the wind away from me. Um, and then then when I got up, well, it was specifically like I felt it dissipate, and then I got up after because I was like, oh damn, suddenly I'm really cold. Um, yeah, interesting, but like I don't really know what was going on there. So anyway, I think I'm signing off for today. Um, Overall, It was a nice day. Like, I enjoyed the walk. I enjoyed seeing Central Park. Um, I just liked seeing all the people going about their daily lives, and like, I don't know. Um, for the most part, people were very kind. There was one or two people who were like pushing and shoving to try and get their way through things, but yeah, 95 or 98% of the people that were doing stuff were totally chill, just like trying to go about their day. It was just a normal day for them. And yeah. All right. Talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.